is a real department of keyboard studies. Piano, organ, fortepiano, harpsichord. And we're basically like one big family, I would say. Organ students, they get piano lessons, and the piano students get 2 years of historical instruments.
We have 2 years of contemporary music course with Ralph van Raat, lectures, working with musicians, etc. So it's quite adventurous programming.
There's a lot of opportunities, especially for chamber music and ensemble playing, because in piano studies, ensemble playing is quite important. And you also get a lot of performance opportunities where you can get some experience playing in front of an audience.
Okay, let's start here.
It's interesting to see this beautiful background here, the well-preserved city center of Amsterdam, and that was the place where a very international organ class started in the early 17th century with Jan Pieterszoon Sweelinck, one of our important Dutch composers.
The level in the departments is high. You expect when people come in that they can play their instruments already proficiently, but I think the thing we look for most is the individuality of the student.
Yay.
We want to see somebody who has a special bond with music, has something to offer.
Having an open mind, being curious, being eager to develop as a musician, as an artist, as a pianist, very, very important to learn, to develop, to grow. The conservatory is not too big. That means that we are able to really to follow every individual student. We know our students.
And indeed, here it should be totally open, absolutely, that's true.
The relationship with our teachers is very personal. They all are taking their whole entire being and putting it into their work and into the students and into music.
Maybe you could do really without almost lifting the key. Very small, pop, pop, pop. It's a percussion, you heard it on the recording.
These young people are in such an important stage of their lives. They're vulnerable, they're trying to find their way not only as a musician, as a pianist, but as a person. And it is really a precious thing to be part, sidewise, but to be part of that development in these young lives.
What we try to do is not preach a certain gospel on how to make your music, but to look at the student, to see what is the identity of every individual and how can we bring it to growth in the maximum. I think that's most what we should do and what we really try to do.
Sometimes my colleague and I, we have different opinions about a certain aspect of the performance. And then you see the students' eyes, what is now the right opinion? Huh? And I think that kind of questioning, and that you see, certain things are a bit more subjective and other things are more objective, but that there is more than one truth in making music. I think that's very important.
If you want to go for the music and if you want to go for the inspiration of the moment, then this is the place to be. Because there's no wanting to be better than another, there's no wanting to prove yourself to your teachers or anything like that. It's just about making music. That's something really specific about this school, which I think is very desirable.